What it does. Kubernetes networking allows pods to communicate with each other and with the outside world. It provides a robust and scalable way to manage network traffic in a Kubernetes cluster. In this explanation, we'll cover ClusterIP, NodePort, LoadBalancer services, and Ingress controllers. ClusterIP. What it does. ClusterIP is a type of Kubernetes service that exposes a pod internally, within the cluster. It provides a stable IP address and DNS name for accessing the pod. Command/example. Breaking it down. Selector selects the pods that the service will target. Ports defines the port mappings for the service. Type specifies the type of service, ClusterIP in this case. Common mistakes. Forgetting to specify the selector field, which can lead to the service not targeting any pods. Not exposing the correct port, which can cause connectivity issues. Try this next. Create a pod and a ClusterIP service, then use kubectl to access the service and verify that it's working as expected. Pro tip. Use ClusterIP services for internal communication between pods, and consider using a service mesh like Istio for more advanced traffic management. NodePort. What it does. NodePort is a type of Kubernetes service that exposes a pod on each node in the cluster, using a specific port. It allows external traffic to access the pod. Command/example. Breaking it down. NodePort specifies the port number that will be used on each node to expose the service. Common mistakes. Not specifying a valid node port range, 30,000 to 32,767, which can cause the service to fail. Not considering the security implications of exposing a service on a node port. Try this next. Create a node port service and access it from outside the cluster using the node's IP address and the specified port. Pro tip. Use NodePort services when you need to expose a service to external traffic, but consider using a load balancer service for more scalable and secure solutions. Load balancer. What it does. Load balancer is a type of Kubernetes service that exposes a pod to external traffic, using a cloud provider's load balancer. It provides a scalable and secure way to manage incoming traffic. Command/example. Breaking it down. The type field is set to load balancer, which triggers the creation of a cloud provider's load balancer. Common mistakes. Not considering the cloud provider's load balancer configuration and pricing. Not monitoring the load balancer's performance and adjusting the configuration as needed. Try this next. Create a load balancer service and verify that it's working as expected, using the cloud provider's load balancer dashboard. Pro tip. Use load balancer services for production environments, and consider using a combination of load balancer and Ingress controllers for more advanced traffic management. Ingress controller. What it does. An Ingress controller is a Kubernetes component that manages incoming HTTP requests and routes them to the correct service. It provides a flexible and scalable way to manage traffic. Command/example. YML. Create an Ingress resource. API version, networking. K8s. IO/v1. Kind, Ingress. Metadata. Name, Ingress example. Spec. Rules. Host, example.